Hi, Mike's Carburetor Parts here, working on this Rochester 1-barrel, and we've had a question on how this spring is installed, so I thought I'd do a quick video on that. First you have to take out this valve, and I normally take a Dremel tool and grind the back of these screws so that they're flat, because a lot of times they're mushroomed. If you try taking them out while they're mushroomed, you might break them. They break very easily. These happen to be brass. Now if you break one, you got to drill it out, tap it, all that kind of thing. We do have a screw kit for valves that includes screws for this carburetor. Be a lot of screws you don't need, but hey, we just put the kit together. That way you don't have to guess what size. You just get one that fits. Okay, so before I started, I score the valve and the side of the carburetor, so I get that valve in exactly the same way it comes out. That's important. Otherwise you could have air gaps in there that you don't want. Probably have new screws in front of me. I don't know if I got any here or not. So this is the part you want to take your time on. You don't want to break those screws. It just makes things really difficult. Alright, so get the valve out. Sometimes it comes out this way, sometimes you have to go the other way. Now if you have a RP printed on this, that would go up. Obviously that needs to be buffed off. I don't know that we're going to do it. Alright, so this spring, this end goes over this here, which will take off. And it's preloaded by going around once before you actually hook it on. Okay, so this comes out like that. You got this clip on here that you have to get off. Try not to stab your finger, and usually these go flying. I don't know that they're even available on our website. Okay, so there you go. Get all cleaned up, buffed out. So you see one end goes right here, just like so. And put this back on. Get our clip on here. Should probably do this in a vise, it'd be easier, but okay, there you go. So that holds that on there. Now these are available on our website. So I'm going to put this back in. It goes in this way, okay, so that it goes against this when it needs to. But what we want to do is take this spring and twist it around clockwise, one turn, to get it spring loaded. Okay, there we go. One turn, slip it over there. Helps to have one of these kind of little bit at the end deals. Okay, there. So there's how the spring flips over there. So watch this. Spring loaded now. Okay, put this back in. Sure, scratch marks are up. They are. Don't hit it with a hammer, you'll bend it. Okay, get those holes centered. And what you could do is oops, of course you didn't want to go before, now it falls down. Get it closed. Okay, see the gap there, so it's not centered. So you may have to take it and do this a couple times to move that around. Couldn't get it out before, now I don't want to stand there. Okay, just like so. Okay, and then we'll get the screw back in there. Sorry if my hand's in the way, I got to be able to touch it. So I had a thought a bit ago, I didn't do it, but if you have some sticky stuff, for one thing, I would treat the threads with some Permatex thread locker, and I would go with the blue. The red I think gets too hard, makes it too hard to take it apart some other time. So put some thread locker on to hold these so they don't come loose. You certainly don't want them to fall out and end up in your engine. That wouldn't be good at all. So I was thinking about putting some sticky stuff on the head of this screw to make the, because they're brass, they're not magnetic. Anyhow, sticky stuff on the screw and the screwdriver, but hold it in place until you got it tightened. Alright, so get these tightened, and it's simple as that. And you see how that's spring loaded there? So when you pull on the choke here, this spring is what it does is it makes that choke close. And it's got some pressure on it, okay? And when you let up on the choke, push the choke in, the spring makes it open up like that. So that's it. I hope that helps you get that spring on. I know it's a bit complicated, but there you go. Thank you for watching.